What are the qualifications, or what does people have to do to be able to volunteer?
Well, I think most of them was 21 years old.
21.
Yeah. The volunteers, I think some departments does 18, but for professional departments, 21, volunteers 18. And then pretty much a clean driver's record and a willingness to want to work, because when you fight fire, you do a lot of work and stuff. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And people don't realize the things that you all do. I mean, it's not just house fires. You go to wreck scenes and different things.
Yeah. Yeah, you run. Just from my experience, like you said, we run house fires, car wrecks. A lot of the fire services are going with the ambulance service to assist them on medical calls now. So from time to time, if a patient gets really sick, the fire department will go help the ambulance service, because sometimes they just haven't got enough help.
Exactly. What is the training process for like a firefighter? I know for sure that you just don't let them just go right in and just right off the street.
Yeah. Best thing to remember, the volunteer departments, you start out with like a 20-hour program, and that gets you your basics of your firefighting.
Okay.
And once you get your 20 hours in, then the state says, okay, you've got a good start. You can go ahead and start responding with the trucks and stuff. And then after you do that, it's a continuous training. I think over the years I've accumulated 3,500, 4,000 hours of just straight fire service training.
Right.
So there's really not no college degree or anything required to be a fireman. It's pretty much just hands-on training.
I've noticed a few times in the past too, like old abandoned houses, like the fire department will get those to practice with.
Yeah. From time to time, the State Fire Rescue, that's who coordinates all of our training. They'll acquire a house and they'll get all the necessary paperwork and all the stuff out that they can go ahead and burn the house, and that's some good training, because it actually shows you when you pull up. They'll burn a room at a time and show you how fire burns and stuff like that. So it's a good point.
I tell you, people just don't realize the things that the firefighter faces when he goes to a scene and the house is engulfed with flames, and they might be somebody in that house. These men and women put their life on the line. They'll go right into that fire and rescue somebody,
Yeah, that's the thing. The way a lot of people says that when people's running out of the houses, the firefighters are running in.
Right.
That's what we do. That's why we're firefighters, because for some strange reason we love fighting fire. I love it. I've done a lot of firefighting over the years and still get to do some from time to time, but we like to help people, and if their house is on fire, we're going to do everything we can to put their house out so they can save as much stuff as possible.
Well, let's talk about some experiences. Maybe one experience or a couple that stick out in your mind, maybe that you've saved somebody's life or made a difference in somebody's life.
Well, I don't really talk about a whole lot of stuff, but a couple months ago over at CORBIN, we had a fire. We had a fellow that was stuck in a house, and we worked and finally got him out of the house right before the room he was staying in had caught fire. So it was just a lot of hard work by the guys. I was kind of coordinating it a little bit, and I was helping doing stuff too. And I had a couple guys that went in the house, and we thought it was an easy go up the stairs, turn left, go in the bathroom, get him out. Well, it don't work out that way sometimes,
Oh man.
We had our plan. We got in there, and for some strange reason, the house was built a different way than we thought it was.
Right.
So we was trying to bust through a wall to get to the bathroom. Well, the house kept burning stuff, and it just got worse and worse. And finally, we made a decision that if we didn't pull him out the window, that he might not make it out. So we got everybody together around the back of the house and got a couple of ladders up and jerked him out the window and saved his life, I guess, because he made it and stuff, But it's a pretty tense few minutes there.
And people don't really realize how many people it takes to keep this going. When the fire's called, it's not just 2 or 3 guys show up at the fire. You've got a team.
Yeah, that's what we practice. I'm glad you brought that teamwork.
Right.
That's what I guess everybody's jobs, you have teamwork and stuff, but especially in the fire service, we work with different departments and ambulance services and police department. Everybody works together as a team to get the job done.
Teamwork, and that saves lives, and it makes the difference every time, Which areas do you cover? I know that you cover Corbin, but like if somebody calls from Barberville, will you assist the Barberville if needed?
We can. We've got We got what they call in the fire service mutual aid agreements, which means if Barville Fire Department was to have a big building on fire and they needed an extra ladder truck like we got at Corbin,
Right.
a ladder truck is just pretty much it's a truck with a ladder on. It's got a big nozzle on the end. We could go up and assist them. It's 75-foot ladder, whatever. But we go there. We can go to Williamsburg if we have to. Go up London if we have to. It's just like I said. It's fire departments working together to put out the fire that they're working on.
Exactly, and a lot of people don't realize this too. The fire department is on call 24/7.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, they're always prepared. They're always ready for the call. You know, if they get a call right now, he'd probably have to leave right now, you know. So that is wonderful that you're there for the community.
Yeah.